Peter Pan, that's what they call me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Michelle, and today I have with me my daughter,
Mykela. Hi.
And we are Americans that live here in the UK. Mykela has seen her boyfriend recently, and I believe they were making flapjacks.
Yes. He gave me everything in this bag. It's got everything, I think, measured out right.
So
she also gave me the recipe.
So who she's saying she is her boyfriend's mother. Me and Mykela had been talking about it a couple nights before that we wanted to attempt to make them because it's kind of fun. Flapjacks in America, you would think of like the pancake. That would be kind of a slang or a different word for if we would say a pancake. So when I started Googling them, it looks like almost like a granola bar.
Yeah, it's like that because it's got oats in it.
Yeah.
It's like you can buy oats.
Yes. So we have our gluten-free oats because Mykela does have a gluten allergy. So today these are tailored towards her or the gluten-free family.
You don't have to buy gluten-free oats if you want to just make them normal. You can just buy normal oats. They don't have to be gluten-free.
Right. So, but today that's what we're using. His mother sent over this beautiful little packet but went ahead and gave her everything that she needed, I think, from the oats to the dried fruits.
But you can put raisins. There's raisins in there. There's also like dried apricots. And I think there might be like a few cranberries. And then there's also just, you put syrup in it. And that's literally it.
Simple recipe. That's why I wanted Mykela to try to make it, because one day she will move out on her own. And it's good for her to know gluten-free recipes, and especially simple things that she can make with a few ingredients.
Yes.
So today is going to be in Mykela's court. I'm just supervising.
Yay!
You think everything's already in there measured out for you?
I believe.
Oh, that's cheating, guys.
I think so, but there's no way this is just 2 cups of oats. Looks like there's way more than that in there.
So maybe we will, since it's already mixed, maybe she gave you more, so just make sure you have your 2 cups of oats. So what you'll do is just go ahead and pour it and measure it.
But then I'd also need flour and sugar, which looks like it's in here too.
Yeah, I think the whole mixture is in there, but now you just need 2 cups of that mixture. We're gonna wing it, guys. Hopefully that's how she done it.
Is that like too much?
Oh, that's a little bit more than a cup. Now, you are supposed to preheat your oven. Did you preheat your oven?
Yeah, it's on 300
okay.
or 170 Celsius.
Ooh. If you watched our other cooking videos, me and Dad can't even get that correctly. So, did she write that down for you?
I have the whole, she gave me a whole for conversion thing.
This is what happens when your American daughter dates a British guy.
Yeah. She's
already
like right here. Oven temperature is very cool as 130 to 40 Celsius, which ranges to 250 to 270 Celsius.
Kind of nice of her. She gave her the conversions of what she needed to heat her oven. So her oven is heating, and now she's just measuring out 2 cups of her mixture. So kind. This is what mamas do. We just kind of already prepare it.
I think she gave me a little bit more. I think she gave me 2 things worth. That might be 2 things.
Yeah, maybe. Well, did you shake your bag up real good to make sure it's kind of mixed up before you? Like, you know, since it's flour and oats, and just make sure.
Should I put that back in there and do it again?
Maybe. Maybe let's just do this. So yeah, you do that instead of
there's flour in it.
Instead of beating it. So then we just kind of shift it around. And now you're pretty well mixed.
Okay. The oats look like they went kind of flat.
We did. I'm curious to know if she just used. We had bought just some.
She showed me a bag.
Some sun-made raisins.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's the same thing. These just look coated probably because it's been in the flour mixture.
Yeah, and the sugar.
But I'm glad that she done this for Mykela, because that's actually really nice to know that we could do that beforehand. Just go ahead and put it in a bag.
And mix it all up.
Yeah, and then the extra part's going to be kind of simple. And she's using apricot. We didn't get apricot, so that's going to be fun to try. Now Mykela's cheated. She's had these before. Said she just spent some time with them, and I believe she had made it for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I've never had them, and they
really good.
They look good, and she keeps bragging about how great these are.
If I can make them the same way.
But here's the thing. I think his mother's a really good baker.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see if ours turns out.
Okay.
What is good.
So now we melt the butter and the sugar in one thing. So here's this. This can go in the microwave, right?
Sure. It's microwavable.
Okay.
Guys, it is microwavable. You can put it in your glass thing if you need to, if it's not that much.
Do we have 1/4 stick? Because she was talking to me and she was like, usually they require sticks, and she knows there was a stick. She put it as grams, but since she looked it up, and she was like 75 grams or 125 grams is 1 1/4 stick of butter.
Right, yeah, we should have stick of butter. Anytime that you bake, you're usually using the stick butter, not the soft butter.
Oh, I think we don't have any, Mom.
Have any stick butter?
No, so I guess I'm just gonna have to use.
Oh no, we're gonna use soft butter?
Yeah.
Guys, I bake enough, I know that's not really,
I don't even see the soft butter.
I don't like that, but we might try it anyway.
Same amount of soft butter in there?
Yeah, you're gonna do the same amount.
We usually have that. Usually you have more than you need of that stuff.
Alright guys, I know you can go ahead and tell us in the
That's a lot
comment
of butter.
section. We're using soft butter. Putting it in the microwave. So now she's just melting her butter.
And then-
Let's just compare American syrup to British syrup. Now don't get me wrong, American syrups can get fancy too, but average families like me kind of go for this, Aunt Jemima. And the Brits got all fancy and just in this beautiful like picnic to go cup. So his grandmother,
Yeah.
she makes her own syrup.
Yeah. That's probably why it looks like that.
Guys, I gotta step my game up. We got this, guys. It's gonna turn out
I'm
good.
sure it's gonna turn out fine. So 2 to 3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons of the syrup,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to melt it together.
Yeah.
Okay. Look how beautiful this color is, guys. Ooh!
Should we do 2 or 3?
Kind of looks like honey.
Because I think it's just what your liking is. That's why
Ooh.
she put 2 to 3. So
Let's go for. You want it sweeter or not sweeter?
I don't know what she uses.
Let's
like-
go for 3. I believe, I have full faith in you that you got this.
I hope I'm doing it right.
I'm sure you are. We'll see at the end.
Okay, that looks liquidy enough.
So she can show you. So we've melted the butter and the syrup. We have our mixture here. And now you're just going to pour these together?
Yes.
Okay. I'll let you do it. It smells buttery. Just kind of swimming at this point. Hopefully we didn't use too much butter.
Do you think we could pour some of it out?
No, if we use too much butter, maybe we can just put some more syrup in and make it sticky. That's what it's kind of looking like. Honestly, it looks like an oatmeal. Oh! I'm making a mess.
Oatmeal.
It kind of looks like oatmeal or porridge.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Because I think she
stop.
said it can be quite thin,
Okay.
but it depends on like how thin you want it by your pan.
Okay.
But I think it might be all right.
So we do have our pan and we have our lining.
Or you can grease it with like butter.
Oh, I wouldn't want to grease it with butter. Don't we have enough butter?
It looks pretty good.
Yeah? Hold on. Your liner's not all the way over here. So, see your pan? Just take your little spoon and if you just put that down, it'll help it use the whole thing.
And I think it's 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how brown you want them. So shall we start with 10?
I wouldn't check it. That's super simple. Is that all you do?
That's literally it.
Oh my goodness, guys. This is awesome. So, we have it in our tin. I'm not going to kind of, because it's runny. It is kind of thin, but
Because of the butter we use.
I think it's going to turn out okay. It looks like granola. I mean, it looks so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, so they're in the oven for how long?
10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, 10 or 15 minutes in the oven. We have 10 minutes, so we're just gonna sit here and chat for a minute. The first time I think Christian came home, it was telling me about flapjacks because he goes to a British school, and he was telling me that he had them for lunch. Honestly, I didn't question him a lot more than did you like it, because I thought maybe he was having pancakes for lunch. And then when we were Googling the recipe, when we were gonna make it, I was showing pictures and I was like, oh wait, this is like a granola bar. And Christian instantly, yeah Mom, it's really good. And I said, oh, I thought it was like an American pancake. And he's like, no. So it's really cute that he's already learning the difference. In the UK, this is what a pancake would look like. I don't know if you can really see it, but
It's kind of like a crepe.
it is, or as I like to call them, crepes for the longest time. But yeah, it's kind of like a crepe, and you can even see that they're putting ice cream and blueberries and things of that. So it's like it's a lot thinner, and that's not something we would usually do with a pancake at ours. But I mean, pancakes, we do add different fruits on top and syrup, and I've even seen people add chocolate chips, whipped cream. So people get pretty fancy with that, but these are definitely a lot bigger, a lot different.
And they made,
Than
and
American
his
pancakes.
family made something called Rocky Road, and I thought they were talking about ice cream, but they're not.
What's Rocky Road? Okay, so Rocky Road in America is one of my favorite ice creams.
Ice cream, but they make it more as like a chocolate bar. So it has marshmallows, chocolate, and stuff like that, but it's as a bar. Like it's made into like a bar you can cut, eat chunks off of.
Well, that's the exact same thing that ice cream has, is the marshmallows and things like that. So.
And they call like pickles everything in a jar.
What?
Like they had pickled dates, but it had like no pickle juice or nothing on it, but it came in a jar and it had sauce on it, and they called it pickled dates, and it didn't taste nothing like a pickle because they call their pickles something different than what we call our American pickles.
Now I'm all confused.
Yeah, I was so lost. But yeah, like they have dates, but they call them pickled dates, and then they have like.
But it's not in pickled juice.
Like
we call a lot of things pickled, but it's actually because it's been soaked in pickled juice.
Yeah, no.
So the word pickled means something else in the UK. Okay, that's kind of exciting because
they call
we're done
their
with
pickles
this.
gherkin.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So they call their pickles and everything that comes like in a jar of juice, basically.
Okay, because the gherkin is a type of pickle, so I'm guessing without actually knowing, hopefully trying to sound a little bit intelligent. So you'd call the gherkin the pickle because that must be your name, like your main seller over here of a pickle. Because we have gherkin pickles back in America also.
Yeah.
So that makes a little bit of sense. I think some things that it's not 100% common over here, they just adopt what the main name brand is and call it that. It's just fine. It's just kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you try the Rocky Road?
No, because it wasn't gluten-free, so I didn't want to eat it. Because I think it had something in it that wasn't gluten-free. I think it was maybe the flour to make it rise, I guess. So I couldn't try it. But I was like, maybe I could get the recipe next time I go and be like, try this gluten-free, because she wants to start making stuff that's gluten-free for gluten-free. She wants to become fat, so.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind, because now that you two are dating and that you're hanging out, it's kind of nice that she's making the things that are gluten-free, and it gives us new recipe ideas, and even those things we can take to America because there's nothing special
besides just the oats you would have to find gluten-free, but everything else is easy to find.
Yeah, but all that stuff you find in America.
Yeah, I'm sure you can use your own syrup and stuff, so it's like not that big of a deal.
Oh, we're gonna be used to this fancy syrup she just gave us, and we're like, man, that
not the same.
That don't taste the same. But I can find fancy syrup in America too, guys.
I wanted to show you guys what Rocky Road looks like, because I thought it was ice cream, because that's what I'm used to Rocky Road being called. So it just has like marshmallows, some biscuits, and like chocolate. But I couldn't try it because the biscuits weren't gluten-free.
Sure, guys, it's not looking really granola.
Oh, they do have to dry and like.
They do, and it is still. At least it's not like runny now.
Should they go on for a little bit longer?
I'm not sure if they're supposed to be brown, like a little bit browned.
Yeah, because the sides are usually a little bit crispy. But see, look, I think those.
That's definitely not crispy.
So I think they still need to go in there again. Unless our oven's not high enough to what we needed it to be.
We might make the mistake and we might put them in for a few more minutes. Just because I'm like you, when I Googled them, it looked like it was a little bit more crispy.
And they might be once they cool, but I don't know.
You know, now you can't get the crisp. You're not gonna see. We're gonna put them back in the oven for a minute.
Well, the oven, and they do look better now. We had to turn our heat up on the oven, but
be careful.
They do look nice and brown now, yeah.
Yeah, we Googled it and just kind of went by what Google was recommending, and I think our problem was that we were not.
It wasn't high enough.
Yeah, the oven was not hot enough. That's why it was taking too long. So we turned the oven up for a little bit. It gave it what, like 6 minutes, 7 minutes at a higher temp, and now they're turning the color that looks like it's gonna be good, guys.
And so now they're not too dry because we cooked them like 10 minutes on the lower heat, and then like 10 minutes on the higher heat. So I'm hoping they're not too dry.
But
They'll look like cookies.
It looks like cookies? Does it look yummy? I was telling them earlier that you've had these at school. You've already tried these, right?
But they did look at these.
Guys, so they're still pretty warm, but we are going to try them out.
They look good.
Let's take a little bite because they're still pretty warm. Tell me if those are like you tasted at school. No?
Like it, Mom?
I do. I want to try it when it cools off a little more. All right, guys, I do want to wait till they cool off a little bit more, and I want to try them, give them a second try. They taste really good, but I know that they're probably supposed to be a little bit stiffer, harder, and I know that'll happen through the drying process, but what I'm tasting right now is actually really good.
At first I thought I was tasting too much flour, but then you eat it, and it's just that way because it's warm. But I think once it cools, it'll be fine.
Yes, and Christian's already asking for a piece. So that is Americans trying to make UK flapjacks. I think we did okay.
We did really good.
Yeah, so I think that one is a thumbs up. Super easy recipe.
And super delicious.
Yeah, so if you're interested in making them at home, I don't know if do you buy these in the store too?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I don't know. If you've thought about making these at home, go for it because like I said, Mykela just pretty much made these. They look like they're going to be really
Just
good.
make sure you set your oven to the right temperature.
Yeah, just make
Or you're
make
going to
sure-
be here for hours.
Yes, because that was our biggest problem was we kept on with the oven. I just knew it wasn't hot enough by what I was looking at. See, you sneaky. So make sure you have your oven set right and give it a go.
Yes.
Alright guys, so we are going to end this video here. I hope you like it. Definitely subscribe. We are always trying new things out, trying new foods out. So pretty much just stay tuned to see what we'll do next. Bye!
And watch Mommy on TikTok.